But what is the city's like involvement? Like how involved can the city get when it comes to construction of residential property and in many cases private property?
Well, we had already adopted in the last 4 years, or updated to adopt the National Building Code, which sets people ask sometimes, did you change your code to include more wind sustainability for more wind damage? Well, we already had that in our building codes anyway. And you know, every city has setback measurements for lots, square footage required on lots. What we did pretty quickly was, if, let's say, I had owned a house that didn't meet those standards, but the house was on the lot before the standards were set. So if my house was damaged, I had to be rebuilt after the tornado. We didn't make it difficult for those people to build back on a lot that was too small according to the new standards. So we gave a variance to those people to build their house back on that lot that they owned, even if it didn't fit the standards that they've been grandfathered in for. We also did not allow, except if they've been grandfathered in years past, any type of mobile home, temporary housing of that type. So we did create an ordinance where some of these nonprofits have brought in tiny homes for temporary residences. And then we created, one of the local nonprofits bought a series of lots, and they're creating just an area within the center of town, one of the areas that was hit so horribly. And we gave them a variance on their lot sizes so they can get more people in there. You know, there's two sides to this. You want to get people in homes as quickly as you can, whether it's temporary with the hope of permanency. And then the other side that we heard was, but we don't want our town to have trailers all over it and RVs all over it 10 years from now. So, you know, everybody, even the ones who said that, realized the importance of getting people in shelters. And so I think at this point, we do have people who are still living with family or friends. We're well aware of that. The city, of course, that's the only role the city can play. The city does not build homes. We're not in the homeowning business. You know, we're not in real estate business as far as residential. I hope that in the year or years to come, that we can not partner with, but a corporation will come in. I know I've talked to them once, and with Kentucky Housing, and they're working through permitting with that for multifamily dwellings, apartment houses, because we lost a large one in the center of town, which used to be our hospital. And then it was 40 to 50 apartments for elderly people, some special needs people, or, you know, just I could have moved in there as an elderly person. Ooh, that hurt to say, but I qualified to move in there. So we have a definite need for that. So I'm hoping that we have a part of this Mayfield Rebuilds, there's a housing component to that. So as we move forward, I hope that's what we see coming out of that.